Hi, it's Amber from the Thrifty Journal Shop. I just wanted to say hello and show you my winter wonderland. Isn't it beautiful? I'm taking a break from the journals when I'm out on my skis, and I just wanted to share the beauty with you guys because I'm always saying get outside and do something fun. So I think we have about 3 feet of snow here. And it's gorgeous. I'm so happy. I haven't seen this much snow since the 90s. So I'm gonna rock my skis for a while, and then I'm gonna go journal in my gingerbread house, and I'm gonna take you along. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you guys are all doing well.
Okay, I am back in my shop. I'm nice and cozy now. Had a beautiful ski. I've got my cup of coffee, and I got out the sweet gingerbread house journal. If you haven't seen the video that I put out yesterday, I will link it down below. I made this using just a recycled box, and I painted it and then just added a bunch of fun elements on it. These are some real candy canes. I made some windows with some fabric. These are just some die cut lights. I added some snow using some tissue paper. Here's a little puffy doorknob sticker. I added some more snow down below. And then the spine is made out of part of an old quilt and then part of my dog Jazz, his stocking. And then this is the back. There's 3 signatures. So I'm just going to do some gentle journaling, easy flow, and just use my scrap box that I have. I have a few ideas, and I'm just going to kind of keep that memento going for December, just to have fun and just do some fun, free-flowing journaling. So I've had cookies on the mind. So this time of year, I think about baking cookies because that was one thing I used to always do with my mom. And now she lives downstate. And sometimes I do go down there still and bake cookies with her. I was actually flipping through a Better Homes and Garden cookbook and an old one from the 80s. And they had a coupon for chocolate kisses. And I have it somewhere. I'll probably find it and put it in here somewhere. But it reminded me of the cookies. One of my favorite cookies is the peanut butter cookies with the kiss on top. I remember those as a kid. It's just almost like the signature cookie. So I went ahead and I drew some. And then I've got just some stuff here. I just thought we would do a cookie page. And then I've got a few other things I might glue down just to show you some of my ideas that I had. In this journal, I did put a lot of like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer pages. And I'm not going to put anything on those pages. I'm just going to leave them as is. I'm not sure if I'll fill this whole journal in December, but I might just leave it for next year and just kind of continue on. Although lately, when I sit down to journal, a lot of times I end up filling more than one page. So we will see. So I did mark a few pages here, and I've got just these really cute little chocolate kiss cookies, and they were really simple to draw. I just drew a circle and drew the kiss on top, and then I used my acrylic paint markers and just added some brown and some darker brown for the chocolate. So I've got those. If you're not a drawer, there's lots of clip art. I've got, or digitals. I have this magazine here. This was like a cookie magazine from like 2011. And I think my mom gave it to me. And so I love these. I thought, cut it out. So I'm going to cut out some of these star cookies. I just thought we would make a page of cookies. These are like the perfect cookies to cut out. So I'm interested if you guys have any holiday traditions that you always do every year or things that bring back fond memories. All right, let's see. I know I saw another one of these in here. Oh, okay, I found the other page. Chocolate mint star cookies. Ooh. I might have to keep some of these recipes. See how many we have here, because I've got, oh yeah, those are really pretty. So I've got these, and I've got my chocolate kiss ones. And then I have this Meyer coupon, and I saved it because I thought the sugar cookie Christmas trees were really cute too for fussy cutting or cutting out. I'm going to cut these two out. Just curious if you guys have done any December daily journaling, or if you have a Christmas journal or just a winter journal. I've done a little bit of December daily journaling. I don't know if I've worked in a journal every day, but I've kept a journal throughout the holidays before. Okay, let's see what we've got here. And then I cut these out. This was from that magazine. Best loved. And then I had the word cookies. Where did it go? I'm cutting out some words here. I just cut out delicious. I had the word cookies cut out, and I don't know what I did with it. And I just cut it out. I'm just going to glue these down. We might do a few pages. These pages in here aren't too big, which is nice because then, you know, you can fill a page quicker if you want to. So yes, we got 3 feet of snow, at least 3 feet of snow. It is winter wonderland out there. Delicious. I love those star cookies. Those are just super cool. We'll put sweet on here. Okay, I found cookies. I found my word, my missing word. Let's see. We'll put it down here. Okay. I feel like it needs something else, but I'm not quite sure. I think we need Santa, because Santa, you know, you leave the cookies out for Santa. Yeah, let's add Santa here. I like the Santa. He came in a little package I found thrifting, with a bunch of other die cuts. In fact, he came with these lights. So I thought that was just cool. Oh, that's cute. Very simple. We just have Santa there with his cookies. And this might be a page that I go back and add to it. I think I'm going to save these other cookies for my other journal, the magazine journal, my trashy magazine journal. And I might save these also for that. I wanted to show you just something else I had made. So I did have some of these pages I shaped in a house. And I like houses. I like to make them. So I did make some little houses just to put in here. And so these are really easy. This is a security envelope. And then I just added some fabric to the sides here. I made a little fabric roof. I sewed around it. You don't have to sew around it. And then I added a little chimney. And then in the envelope here, I just added the little tag, and I just had, this is from a coloring book, and I just thought he was cute, Santa peeking out of the house, and he just slides right down in there. And then the snowmen are from a piece of stationery, and then this is just off of some other gift bag of some sorts. So I just thought I'd add him to this page because I liked this paper with the trees in the background. And then maybe I will add something later. If you have junk mail envelopes, there's so much stuff that you can do with them. And they make fantastic little houses or cottages. I've seen lots of other creators alter them. I just think that is adorable. So I'm just going to add that. And then maybe I'll add something to the roof. I don't know yet. I'm just going to leave it for now. And I have one more house I was going to show you. I thought this is adorable. So this is just some packaging, and I just cut it down. I liked that it was brown like a cabin. And then this is part of a paper bag. I made a little roof. I did sew around it, just added some fabric. Here's one of my paper acrylic buttons. And what I did for these was I just took like a bunch of recycled chipboard or file folders, and I just punched out a bunch of circles, and then I glued them together. I did ink around there, and this was just some of my painty paper. And then I just took my hole punch and punched 4 little holes. I didn't measure. I just eyeballed it and then just added some thread through there. So I just thought that was really cute. This is out of a children's book, and I just love these little children. They're so cute. In fact, it reminds me, there is a page with the little girl with the cookies. So maybe I will work on another idea for a page with her with the rest of those cookies. And then this is just off of a tag. I did add some white paint down here. I just thought that is super cute. And I like this page of my painty paper, and I was just going to glue it here. What's nice about this journal is with the roof, you can have pages sticking up farther if you want. I mean, you could normally in a journal, but you don't have to worry about them getting bent. So I'm going to glue that down. I think I'm going to use my tacky glue here to just glue that. I got some new tacky glue. I like this. It's being sort of a pain though here. Not coming out as well as the other ones come out, but I do like that it sits like that, so you're not, the other one you're trying to shake it all the time. This is my glue of choice, tacky glue. Usually I smudge it around with my finger. I'm a messy crafter sometimes. All right, I guess I didn't need to put it all on the roof because the roof is going to stick, but that's okay. I just press it really good. A lot of times I'll put a clip on there and let it dry. But how cute is that? Just really easy, simple page using some scraps and some children's book pages, and making a little house. So we've got those 2 pages, and I did this page yesterday. This was out of a craft book, and I just cut her out, the little angel body, and I just painted her with some of my acrylic marker paints. And I already had this page. This is just some painty paper, and I love this masking tape. So I just went around and added that colorful masking tape, and I'm going to probably leave that page just as is. It's just pretty and easy and free. Okay, I changed my mind. I knew I wanted to add something to this roof before, and I just couldn't remember what it was. I am just going to add some strings of lights, and I'm just going to use my my marker pens here. And I just got these, and I'm not sponsored at all by Sharpie. I have seen a few other creators talk about these, and so I thought I would give them a whirl. And they had like a Black Friday deal. So I do like these, but I will say that these right now are my favorite. And one side of these is like a marker tip. You can see that, it'll focus for you. And then the other side here is a brush tip. And I have the Posca pens too. These are kind of pricey, and I'm sort of on the fence now about these. They seem to be balling up at the tip, but these I love. These other ones, these have been really great too. And these have, I'm not sponsored by any of this. In fact, I'm an Amazon affiliate, but I don't ever remember to put the link in my description. So I don't even bother with that. But there's like a fine tip here and then the marker part. So I like these. But I would say that these are my favorite because there's just so many colors of these that I got. Sorry, that was a side note. If you like to paint and you really don't want to get out like your acrylic paints and your brushes and stuff, these are like a great alternative. I am just going to draw a string of lights up here. There, just a string of lights. Just along top of there. That looks really pretty. I could add some more, and I might do that. We have the Santa house inside the house paper with just some really pretty lights. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for stopping by. I hope this gave you some inspiration. If you are going to be working in a December daily or a Christmas journal or a winter journal, please hit the subscribe button so you can be updated, because I'm going to be working in this journal and my other journal all through the month of December, just sharing easy, free-flowing ideas with you using thrifted and busting out your stash and trash and all of that good stuff. I hope you get outside today and enjoy some beautiful weather, and I hope you find some time to create for yourself. I'll see you real soon. Thank you so much for watching.